This morning's adventure is going to be a Sega Power Roll game. The handle here has a broken torsion spring. We're going to pull the whole handle out and bring it back to the workshop and do the work there where we've got some better light. The first thing we got to do, front glass is coming off. Set that aside. And some Allen wrenches. We're going to take all the side screws out. We're going to take that out. Take everything apart. If I can get these out. Hopefully. Yep. Some of these hex heads are a little worn out. We've had this thing apart many times. That's why some of those screws are missing, is because the heads have rounded out. Somebody decided to, once upon a time, use an impact to try and zip these screws in. And that was a little too much torque for these. I'm all for fast, but you don't want to damage anything just for the sake of speeding the process up. Oh, don't lose it. Thank you. So that's going to come off. We have to take off. Let me swing you guys around here. Get our light repositioned here. Maybe. Fumbling. Alright, so these 4 screws here come out. There's another plate underneath it. We're going to have to take some of those screws out. Move down in here, you've got 1, 2, there's one more in the back. Same here, 1, 2, and one more in the back. So 6 screws there. These are Phillips heads, so I need to change over. The cover of the pusher is an Allen wrench. I don't know what size. It's the size that fits. Alright, so we're going to set those 4 screws over there. That's coming out. We've got 4 more screws under here. Long reach. These are different screws. These are fine thread machine screws. We don't want to mess those up. Handy dandy having a magnetic tip screwdriver. Very convenient. Alright, this is coming off. We can lose this little cover. Set it aside. Now the tricky screws are down through here. The back 2. This is why it helps to have a magnetic screwdriver. Much less prone to dropping them. first time I took this stuff apart to diagnose it, I did not have a magnetic screwdriver, and that was a big pain in the butt. So having good tools makes things a lot easier. I made that one very, very tight. One more. And then we've got a wiring plug for the LED lights inside that globe. So this whole thing should just kind of I got zip ties in here I gotta cut. Hold on, let me go see if we've got some zip tie cutters real close. We don't. I'll be right back. Alright, we're going to carefully cut the zip ties. We don't want to damage any of the wiring. Come on. There we go. Alright. Those wires are free. Oh, getting a little tangled up there. Alright, and then we've got a plug here. I gotta try and unclip it one-handed. Easier said than done. There we go. Alright, let's bring this back to the shop and get her all squared up. Alright, you guys are hanging on a pegboard hook on the tool wall so you guys can get a better idea of what's going on. There's a torsion spring that mounts on this shaft. What happened is it broke on one side, and every time you played it, if you pulled the lever all the way back and let it go, it would give you the jackpot every single time. And the arcade manager decided that was a bad idea. So I found a little helper spring here to give it a little more oomph until the parts came in. So here's our new spring. It just straddles this shaft right here and torsions around the pivot. Pretty simple, nothing too complicated. We need to get our helper spring off. It worked. Might be a little shady, but it worked, right? Oh, I am not 100% sure how this is going to come apart. We have some linkages and stuff and things. Never done this before. Urgh. So this bottom pin here looks like it just retains the torsion shaft, or the torsion spring, this end. So we might want to take that out. Might be helpful for us. Might not be. We've got 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 4 screws are going to come out. Those thread into a collar that's holding the pivot point for this pusher handle in place. So all of these come out. There's 4 more on the other side. And while we're here, it looks like we've got a nut and a bolt on pivot link or something here that has to come up. Ooh, careful. Two of these stock Phillips head screws have been subbed out for some Allen heads. It was literally all I could find when I put this thing back together the last time. It works. I just need Allen wrenches of the appropriate size. Okay. We're making progress. I almost think they should have used Allen wrenches for all of these screw heads. You would have been able to torque the screws down a little bit tighter from the get-go. That's a funky bolt. It's just got two flat spots on it instead of like a hex head. How far apart do we need to go? Pretty far. There's a Allen head, like a set screw or a grub screw in here. That has to come out. This nut and funky head bolt have to come out. I don't know what sizes those are. Let's find out together. That is 8. Yes, because 7 is too small. What size? That's 7 for that weird flat round bolt head. Crazy. Yeah, you guys might not be able to see what I'm doing. It's mounted plate is kind of obscuring your view. There. Okay. And not enough room to get the speed wrench in there. Dang it. Slow and steady wins the race, right? A little more. Alright, we've cleared the nylon. Have we? We have. Teeny tiny turns. Don't lose that. As I drop it. Good morning. It's a Monday, isn't it? It sure feels like it, huh? That is not threaded in there good. How do we get it out? I don't know. I've never done this before. We are all learning together here. Maybe that's why. Yeah, here, check this out. You're over here. Weird. It's got 2 flat spots on it and 2 round spots. Alright, so linkage is separated. We've got, oh no, more Allen wrenches. Well, I left the good kit out in the arcade at the game. I didn't think I'd need it. Yeah, I need it. Because these appear to be metric. And the set on the wall right here is standard, so. Hold on, I'll be right back. Thanks to the power of editing, you guys traveled forward in time about 1.5 minutes, and you didn't even realize it. Alright, got one set screw out. Let's, you know what? Let's, oh, I see. Okay. If we take that pin out, we untension the torsion. We can separate this. Wow, that spring was really bad. Alright, so we got a bearing and collar there. Look at that. Spring just fell apart. This was done. It said, I am ready to go home. Alright, set screw number 2 out. Alright, torsion spring off the shaft. New spring coming in. Let's get our set screws back in. Yeah, that one's done. I don't know how far to thread that in. It feels like it's just going into the hole. Oh, I did this wrong. I messed up. It happens. I'm not perfect. Nobody is. We didn't seat that all the way down. That's the hole for the pivot link. We've also got it faced incorrectly. We need to rotate 90 degrees. Like that. Now, we can get our set screws back in. I'm not going to torque them down just yet. Just need everything to stay in place. Baby tight for now. I just don't want it falling apart. Alright, garbage. Let's bring bearing assemblies. Shaft. Let's see, yeah. Just like that. Easier said than done. Let's get a couple of screws back in on the shaft collars here, so we can kind of just hold everything in place without it flopping around. Alright. Turn it over and do the other side. This is going to be interesting. I feel like I'm going to get over to back to the arcade and back to the game and put this in and realize that I messed something up. Well, there's only one way to find out. Everything's looking pretty good so far. Alright. One. And let's get one more in there. Easier said than done. I'm already fighting a little bit of spring tension. Oh, it's not spring tension. It's lever tension. And we do it. Well, the damn thing came out of there, right? Oh, no. Yep, I messed up already. Did I mention that it is a Monday? We need to tape these screws back out. That's going to give us more wiggle room. We need to drop this shaft towards the base plate so we have enough room to get the bolt in through there. See, I knew somewhere I did something. Tricky stuff. Compounded by the fact that this is the first time I have ever done this. We are all learning together. And I am learning right now. This is putting up a fight. I need a third arm somewhere. Alright, it came out. You can go back in. I believe in you. Almost there. Well, I'm not sure why it's hanging up. It might be that we're not, yeah, we just weren't quite squared up. Alright, we'll come back to that. Let's get back to getting this bearing and shaft collar back in. Oh, slid on me. Right there. They don't need to be tight yet. They just need to be in there. One more. Okay. Boy, I got this thing pretty dirty. Yeah, I messed up the position of this torsion spring too. It needs to go more down. Might help us get some more room if we loosen these top two screws here. Maybe. Or not. It came out easy enough. Maybe it'll go in easy enough. I don't know. Well, I got it out. If it came out, it can go back in. Right? Theoretically. I am failing at this miserably. Let's see if we can grab a impact for that. I happen to have one right over here. Maybe like a big #1 Phillips bit for it too. Or pardon me, not a #1, like a #3. Somebody's got these impact guns and stuff are all cattywampus. See? That was super easy. Just need to make a little more room. Haha, how much easier was that? What's that? Work smarter, not harder? Yeah. Sometimes I do both at the same time. Almost there. I have to hold this shaft down. The spring tension wants to push it up. I did notice that this shaft has a couple of grooves on it. I'm going to face those grooves into the torsion spring. Good, good. Alright. So let's go ahead and run these back down. Whoa! Okay. Other side. Good. Where are we at? Our bolt. Oh yeah, I dropped that nut and it rolled under the workbench. I sure hope that I can find it. Maybe. Bear with me one moment. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing it. Ah, there it is, right behind me. Excellent. Minimal downtime for scrounging for parts. Son of a biscuit. This is the hard part, because I have very little room to work here. And I don't have tiny nimble fingers anymore. Come on. Please, please, please thread on. Perfect. Okay, so it's 7mm for the bolt head and 8mm for the nut. We're getting there. I don't know how tight this is supposed to be. I figure if we go too tight, we're gonna pinch that pivot point and cause a bind. That feels like it's snugged up. No bind. Alright. I'm happy with that. Alright, last couple of things are going to be just bringing in the rest of the screws on this shaft collar here. Alright. Go ahead and tighten up this side. That's sufficiently secured. Let's run our Allen head bolts back in. Threads on this one are a little damaged, It's not cross-threaded, but I think that some of these screws had run loose for a while and it just kind of boogered up some of the threads a little bit. But it's working its way in. One step at a time. Once we get all of these done, we've got the, well, we can call them grub screws or set screws. Two names for the same kind of part. That's tight. That's tight. Going to be one here. Okay. And maybe hold that there with one hand and then tighten in here. Well, the garbage guys are here again. Alright, let's clean that off. It's all grubby and gross now. We can hopefully make it clean and shiny. Got some degreaser. We'll start with that. We're going to have to escalate. We can get the majority of it off with that. Let's try isopropyl alcohol. Might be a little more effective at cutting through some of the grease. It works really good. Okay. So this is all back together. Put you guys on pause. We'll go back out to the game. Alright, we are back at the game. We're going to get our pusher handle put back in. Let's start with the hard ones. They're going to be in the back, buried deep. We're going to get all 6 of these screws where they need to go. Just start them and then we'll go through and torque everything down. Alright, that one's going. Oh, fumble. Okay. Aw, crap. I forgot to plug the light in for the globe. Backing up. Uh-huh. Now we get to do it twice. please come back together. It's always a challenge. Please go back together. Oh, nope, I thought I had it. And then quickly realized I did not indeed have it. Now it's made a little tiny click. I know it's in there. Alright, let's make sure we don't pinch this wire as we're coming back in. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Some of you guys might get that. This time we are going to get everything in there for real. Why won't you thread in? What is going on here? It may not be squared up sufficiently here. There's nobody here to answer the phone besides me, and I am not equipped to answer the phones here. Alright, 6 screws are in. Let's get those tight. Oh, I forgot new zip ties. Put you guys on pause. We'll come back in a sec. Man, this phone. I'm gonna loop around the wire first with the zip ties. Then I'm gonna bring them on to the little retaining plate. There. This one here. Nobody is here to answer the phone. Alright, these ones were the machine screws, right? Yeah. Almost done. One, two, and then 3, 4. And that one. Then we've got sheet metal screws. Fumble. Okay. Then we've got that. Last one coming in, then we'll tighten that down. Okay. Little smudge right there. Oops. Okay. Bring in a little cover strip. Slide that into its little guide channel here. Okay. Line the screw hole back up. Oh, fumble. I'm fumbling a lot lately. There we go. One started on that side. We'll get one started on this side. Okay. That way it won't go anywhere. We're going to put 3 on each side because we had 2 that were missing. Fumble. We seem to be missing 2 screws. No, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Missing 1 screw. Oh, fumble again. All right. All right. Got that one. And so we need to find 1 more screw, huh? Where did it go? I don't know. Oh, there it is. Right under the game. Gotcha. Hard to see without flashlights in here. Dark. Alright. This is good. 1 more on the top. Okay. And then the 3 on the side. Hand tight in a little bit. All right. 2 more to go. That looks good. Awesome. We're good to go.